Welcome back to the Parkland Challenge 2018. Our Bracket 3 championship today is Centennial versus St. Teresa. Let's go ahead and meet our teams and then we'll get started with our game.
Lauren Pugh, Jr.
Robert Malkamaki, Senior.
Shirley Syed, Jr.
Taylor Pazoon, Jr.
Jake Blackburn, Freshman. Jackson Arnold, Freshman.
Hannah Hollis, Freshman.
Megan Thompson, Freshman.
Isaac Solobachik, Junior.
Dermot Riley, Senior.
Amy Paul, Jr.
Brett Hancock, Jr.
Henry Moore, Sophomore.
Kayla Israel, Sophomore.
Ritu Dave, Jr.
Okay, let's get started with our game. In which U.S. state did the Wright brothers first begin their work? Decatur, Lauren.
North Carolina.
Not North Carolina. They'll work together. Yes, you prefer? You can answer?
Okay.
New Jersey.
No, they started in Ohio. By what term are inert gases like helium collectively known? Centennial Dearman.
Noble gases.
Noble gases, that's correct. In what video game would you find Inky, Blinky, Pinky, Centennial, Amy?
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man is right. And Clyde. Wild Bill was a 1995 movie about Western gunslinger Wild Bill Hickok. What actor and son of a famous actor played Wild Bill Hickok in that 1995 movie? Centennial Brown.
Sheen.
No. You guys can confer?
Robert Downey Jr.
No, it was Jeff Bridges. Lloyd Bridges. What social media company held its initial public stock offering in May 2012? Centennial, Amy.
Twitter.
No, you guys can confer?
Snapchat.
Facebook. Why did automaker Henry Ford begin to give his employees more leisure time? Centennial, Brett.
They were more productive with it.
No, you guys can confer?
So you could pay them less?
No, so they would take more car trips.
Oh, yeah.
Pride of the Yankees movie from 1942 had Gary Cooper playing this baseball great who dies at the height of his fame and gives a famous speech. Decatur, Lauren.
Lou Gehrig.
Lou Gehrig is correct. What leading man appeared in the following movies? Cool Hand Luke, The Sting, and The Hustler. Centennial Dearman.
John Wayne.
Not John Wayne. You guys can confer?
Robert Redford?
No, Paul Newman. Paul Newman. What simple living Christians founded the village Bird in Hand in Pennsylvania? Decatur, Lauren.
Quakers.
Not Quakers. You guys confer? Okay.
Sure. Oneida.
No, the Amish. The Amish.
Okay.
If you are painting en plein air, where are you? Centennial, Amy.
Outside.
Outside is correct. Yes. What planet was once called Herschel? Decatur, Robert.
Jupiter.
Not Jupiter.
Saturn.
Uranus. Who set most of his most famous book in the year AD 802,701? Centennial Dearman.
H.G. Wells.
H.G. Wells is correct. What wild canine found throughout the South and West is also called a prairie wolf? Centennial, Amy.
Coyote.
Coyote is correct. John Clayton Jr. was the childhood name of what well-known fictional character who hung out in the jungle? Centennial Brown.
Tarzan.
Tarzan is correct. What's the longest running show on television? Centennial Dearman.
Saturday Night Live.
Not Saturday Night Live. You guys can refer?
Is it still on?
Yeah.
Okay.
General Hospital?
No, Meet the Press. Meet the Press. What battle did the Union win immediately before Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Centennial, Amy?
Antietam.
Yes, Battle of Antietam, the Emancipation Proclamation. What are Romeo and Juliet's family names? Centennial Dearman.
Capulet and Montague.
Yes. Who became captivated with his reflection in the water? Centennial Dearman.
Narcissus.
Narcissus is correct. During what war is the red badge of courage set? Centennial Brown.
Civil War.
Civil War is correct. Name 3 of the 6 U.S. presidents with the first name James. Centennial, Amy.
Madison, Monroe, Carter.
Yes, also Polk, Buchanan, and Garfield. In what year did the Chicago White Sox last win the World Series? Centennial, Brett.
2005.
2005 is correct. Who's the only 2-time Sports Illustrated Sportsman of the Year? He was named that in 1996 and 2000. Centennial, Dearman.
Michael Jordan.
Not Michael Jordan. Need an answer?
Peyton Manning.
No, Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods. High Hopes was the campaign song of what Democratic presidential candidate in the 1960s? Centennial, Brett.
Kennedy.
Kennedy is correct, yes. What Beastie Boy name is missing from this list? Ad Rock and Mike D. MCA is the third Beastie Boy there. What is the most populous city in the Southern Hemisphere? Centennial, Dearman.
Sao Paulo.
Yes. Famous as the site where Francis Scott Key wrote the Star-Spangled Banner, Fort McHenry, Centennial, Amy. Need an answer? Sorry.
Morganton 12.
You guys can confer? I'll finish the question for you. Famous as the site where Francis Scott Key wrote the Star-Spangled Banner, Fort McHenry was built to protect what city?
Baltimore.
Baltimore. Okay, it's time for this round's video question, which goes to Decatur, St. Teresa.
This question is brought to you by the Natural Sciences Department.
Hi, I'm Eric Johnson. I teach astronomy for the Department of Natural Sciences here at Parkland. My question relates to the geology of some of the worlds in our solar system. You might know what the gases are that make up the air that we breathe, but what I would like to know is what is the main gas in the atmosphere of the planet Venus?
Carbon dioxide.
Venus is primarily composed of the gas carbon dioxide. It's the stuff we breathe out, yes. On Venus, there's a lot more of it than there is here on Earth. Plus, there's a lot more atmosphere in general, and that's why the surface of the planet is almost 900 degrees.
Okay, good job on the video questions. Let's get back to the regular game. To programmers, what does SDK stand for? Centennial, Amy.
Software Development Kit.
Yes. What work by Spanish author Cervantes is considered the first modern Decatur, Robert?
Don Quixote.
Don Quixote, yes, first modern novel. What major California city is the capital of Silicon Valley? Centennial, Brett.
San Francisco.
Not San Francisco. Yes, correct.
Los Angeles.
San Jose. What famous American writer's gravestone epitaph is the last line from one of his novels? So we beat on, boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly in the past. Centennial, Brett.
Melville.
Not Melville. You guys can confer?
Thoreau.
No, it's F. Scott Fitzgerald. That line was from Great Gatsby. According to criminal law, how many people do you need to have a riot? Centennial, Brett.
10.
Not 10, no.
3.
3 is correct. 2 won't quite cut it there. What male mammal has the greatest number of mates in a season? Centennial, Henry.
A koala.
Not koala. You guys can confer?
Bear.
Seal, northern fur seal. More specifically. What is the name of Dr. Seuss's egg-hatching elephant? Centennial, Brett.
Horton.
Horton is correct. The University of South Carolina, the South Carolina Museum, and the State House are all in what city? Decatur, Robert.
Charleston.
Not Charleston. You guys can confer?
No, they just said that.
No, they said
Oh, yes, Charlottesville. Or whatever. Yeah,
Charlotte?
No, Columbia. Columbia.
Oh.
What classic 1930 film, shown in 2 parts, was the top-rated movie on TV? Centennial, Dearman.
Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind, yes, based on a book by Margaret Mitchell. One Liberty Place at 61 stories is the tallest building in what historic metropolis? 1. Liberty Place. Centennial, Brett.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is correct. What popular children's book by Ernest Thompson Seton features Lobo the wolf, Bingo the dog, and Redruff the partridge? The children's book is called Wild Animals I Have Known. Theater West Virginia has an outdoor musical about the country's most famous two-family feud. Centennial, Brett.
Hatfields and McCoys.
Yes, Hatfields and McCoys. Who is this family? What Margate City, New Jersey housing area has been misspelled on the Monopoly board for almost 80 years? The place is Marvin Gardens. It's actually Marven instead of Vin. What is the real name of the rock in the San Francisco Centennial, Brett?
Dwayne Johnson.
You guys can confer. What is the real name of the rock in San Francisco Bay?
I heard it and I was like, oh no.
Alcatraz.
Alcatraz is correct. Good job. The tropical storm becomes a hurricane when surface winds reach what speed? Is it 53 miles per hour, 74, or 110 miles per hour? Decatur, Lauren.
110.
Not 110. You guys can confer?
74.
74 miles per hour is correct. What larger group do the following fall under? Carolina Reaper, Naga Viper, Devil's Tongue, Red Savina Habanero. Jake, Decatur.
Peppers.
Be more specific.
Hot peppers.
Yes, hot pepper. Robert De Niro played brutal boxer Jake LaMotta in what 1980 Centennial Dearman?
Raging Bull.
Raging Bull, 1980 film. What do people kiss when they go to Ireland? Centennial Dearman.
The Blarney Stone.
The Blarney Stone is correct. Trumpet in the Land is an outdoor drama which tells the tale of 60 Indian Christians who were massacred in the 1700s. Where is this play held? And it is held in Ohio. Okay, that's the end of our first round. We'll tally up our scores and be back with our lightning round right after this message.
I like that dual credit classes are challenging and that they prepare me for college.
I'm going to major in materials engineering at the U of I. Dual credit classes gave me a head start on my college education.
Okay, after one round of play, Centennial 220, St. Teresa 80. Let's get started with our lightning round. What was the name of the first city uttered by a man on the moon? What was the name of the first city uttered by a man on the moon? Centennial, Brett.
Houston.
Houston is correct. What is a mixture of iced tea and lemonade called? Centennial, Dearman.
Arnold Palmer.
Arnold Palmer is correct. What twin cities in Japan were largely leveled by a 1923 earthquake? Tokyo and Yokohama. How old is the moon? 4.6 billion years old. Same age as Earth, it says. Of the country's thousands of fan clubs, what science fiction TV series has the most clubs? Centennial, Brett.
Star Trek.
Star Trek is correct. Who wrote the lyrics to West Side Story? Centennial, Amy.
Bernstein.
No, Stephen Sondheim. What Icon City was rediscovered by Hiram Bingham in the early 1900s? Machu Picchu. What is the final year of the Mayan calendar? Centennial, Brett.
2012.
2012 is correct. Which United States cabinet-level department administers the census? It's the Department of Commerce.
They do that.
What record did Michael Phelps break by winning? Whose record did Michael Phelps break by winning 8 gold medals? Centennial, Isaac.
Spitz.
Yes, Mark Spitz. In what film did Daniel Craig first star as James Bond? Decatur, Robert.
Casino Royale.
Casino Royale is correct. Good job. The oldest state capital in continuous use is where? The oldest state capital in continuous use is where? It was in Annapolis, Maryland. How many hearts does an octopus have? Is it 1, 2, or 3? The answer is 3. 3. Who wrote Legend of Sleepy Hollow? Decatur, Lauren.
Irving.
Yes, Washington Irving. Which president proclaimed Thanksgiving a national holiday? Decatur, Robert.
Lincoln.
Lincoln is correct. What Ivy League school awards the Pulitzer Prize? Centennial, Amy.
Columbia.
Yes, Columbia University. What is a former measure of land, usually about 3 miles? Centennial, Brett.
Acre.
Not acre, a league. League. What British painter of nightmarish visions shares his surname with a breakfast food? Centennial, Isaac.
Bacon.
Bacon, yes, Francis Bacon. Okay, that's the end of our lightning round. We'll be back with our final round right after
My
this.
failure.
I like that dual credit classes are challenging and that they prepare me for college.
I think dual credit is a great start for earning college credit as well as preparing for your academic future.
Welcome back. Heading into our final round, Centennial 280, St. Teresa 110. Let's get started. Which celebrated chemist inventor is credited with developing plywood? It was Alfred Nobel, inventor of dynamite and founder of the Nobel Prize. What U.S. town is nicknamed the insurance capital of the world? It's Hartford, Connecticut. Hartford, Connecticut. Stars and Stripes Forever, a movie from 1952, was the story of what bandmaster and march composer, Decatur, Robert?
Sousa.
Sousa, yes, who has a museum at the University of Illinois. What two Western outlaws did Robert Redford and Paul Newman portray in a popular Centennial Dearman?
Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid.
Yes, 1969 film. Where would you see a parade in which all the floats tell a story from the Bible? That's in Humboldt, Kansas. What color are a zebra's black stripes during the first 6 months of its life? Decatur, Lauren.
Brown.
Brown is correct.
Oh, yeah.
The director of Citizen Kane is the voice of a planet-eating robot unicorn in what 1986 cartoon movie? That is the Transformers. Can you give the mythological name for the mountain in Greece where no woman, female animal, child, eunuch, or person with a beardless face is allowed to set foot? Decatur, Robert.
Mount Olympus.
Not Mount Olympus. You guys can confirm?
Mountain.
Let's go for it.
Etna.
Mount Athos. Good. What are the movable flap-like parts on an aircraft's wings called? Decatur, Jake.
Ailerons.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Beta-carotene, transformed by the body into what vitamin, is a key ingredient for healthy eyesight? Decatur, Shirley.
C.
Not C. You guys confirm?
Is it K?
B.
Vitamin A. What was the name of the nuclear test conducted at Alamo Gordo, Decatur, Robert?
Trinity test.
Trinity test, yes, New Mexico. Norfolk, Virginia has an international festival honoring what lovely spring blooming shrub? The festival for the azalea. What plump radio host, the most dangerous man in America, claimed he met his wife, Centennial, Brett?
Stern.
Not Stern. Claimed he met his wife through an online computer service.
Drew Carey. Drew Carey.
No, Rush Limbaugh. What Southeast Asian country is second only to Brazil as the world's leading producer of green coffee? Centennial, Isaac.
Malaysia.
Not Malaysia. You guys confirm?
Indonesia.
Vietnam. The Unsinkable Molly Brown from 1964 was a musical about a real Denver socialite who survived the sinking of the Titanic. What perky star played Molly? Decatur, Lauren.
Kate Winslet.
Not Kate Winslet. I finished for you guys. What perky star played Molly? She was also the female lead in Singing in the Rain.
Princess Leia's mother. What's her name?
Need an answer?
Jones.
No, Debbie Reynolds. According to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, what number is the answer to Centennial McDermott?
42.
42, yes. What author wrote the following works? The World According to Garp, The Hotel New Hampshire, and The Cider House Rules. It was John Irving. John Irving. What vitamin are pregnant women encouraged to take to prevent spinal bifida? Folic acid. Folic acid. What famed bomber had a 35,000-word manifesto published? Centennial German.
Ted Kaczynski or Unabomber?
Yes, correct. Under what assumed name did Oscar Wilde live out the rest of his 3 years of his life in France? Sebastian Melmoth was his name. JFK was obviously about John F. Kennedy. Who starred in the film JFK? So we start with Kevin Costner. Jim Garrison. What successful general in the Mexican-American War succeeded James K. Polk? Centennial Isaac.
Taylor.
Yes, Zachary Taylor. He's president of the United States. It's a spider, a comic book character, and a woman who kills her husband. Decatur, Lauren.
Black Widow.
Black Widow is correct. What state capital has a Confederate monument on its grounds? Centennial Isaac.
Atlanta.
Not Atlanta. You guys can defer?
Jackson.
Montgomery, Alabama. What is the name of the inexpensive Google laptop? Centennial German.
Chromebook.
Chromebook is correct. Okay, it's time for this round's video question, which is for Champaign Centennial.
This question is brought to you by the Natural Sciences Department.
Hi, I'm Eric Johnson. I teach astronomy for the Department of Natural Sciences here at Parkland. And my question is about the geology of some of the worlds in our solar system. Specifically, I'm looking for one of the worlds around Jupiter, one of its moons. Which moon has more liquid water than our planet does?
Okay, go for it. Titan.
The moon around Jupiter that contains more liquid water than Earth is Europa. There's a possibility that maybe there's actually life within that deep ocean underneath the surface, but we have no idea at this time.
Okay, let's finish up our game. Before beginning its historical TV run, The Simpsons actually appeared as a short during Centennial Brett.
The Nancy Cartwright Show.
No, not the Nancy Cartwright Show. I'll finish reading it for you. The Simpsons actually appeared as a short during this Fox television program in 1987. Need an answer?
Saturday Night Live. I don't know.
No, it was the Tracy Ullman Show. The Tracy Ullman Show. At Starbucks, what is the small size that is not on the menu? Decatur, Lauren.
Mini.
No, you guys can defer it? Need an answer?
Grande.
No, it's called a short.
Oh, it's me.
What state, which shares borders with Arkansas, Louisiana, New Mexico, and Oklahoma, joined the Union in Centennial Brett?
Texas.
Texas, yes. Joined the Union in 1845. What scenic parkway connects the Shenandoah and Great Smoky Mountains National Park? That is the Blue Ridge Parkway. What was the name of Sony's video recording media, which eventually lost out to VHS? Centennial Dearman.
Laserdisc.
Not Laserdisc. Can you confirm?
8-track.
No, Betamax. Betamax. The Stasi was the state security of which nation that lasted until 1989? Decatur, Robert.
Soviet Union.
Not Soviet Union. Need an answer?
East Germany.
East Germany is correct. What is 1 over par on a golf hole called? Centennial Dermot.
Bogey.
Bogey is correct. What classic television show had characters named Ralph, Richie, Centennial Dermot?
Brady Bunch.
Not Brady Bunch. I'll finish for you guys. Ralph, Richie, Potsy, and the Fonz.
Happy Days.
Happy Days is correct. What modern-day conglomerate built the Zero planes used to bomb Pearl Harbor? Centennial Brad.
Honda.
Not Honda. You guys can confer?
Toyota.
Mitsubishi. Which term refers to Americans who were loyal to the British Crown during the American Revolution? Centennial Dermot.
Benedict Arnold.
Not Benedict Arnold. You guys can confer?
Tories.
Tories is correct. What state is the home to the former richest man in the world, Bill Gates? Centennial Brett.
Washington.
Washington is correct.
Seattle.
The comic strip Thimble Theater had the Oil family as characters, plus a pipe-smoking sailor. What was this sailor's name? Decatur, Jake.
Popeye.
Popeye is correct. What Wild West legend was fired as sheriff of Wichita for pocketing the fines he collected? Decatur, Robert.
Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt Earp is correct. What do you call a distribution from the profits of a company to its shareholders? That is called a dividend. What does the medical term MRI stand for? Centennial, Kayla.
Oh, jeez.
Need an answer?
Medically reduced, I don't know.
Magnetic
No. You guys can
resonance
confirm?
imaging. Okay. Magnetic resonance imaging.
Yes, correct.
Thought I knew it, I'm sorry.
In Lima, Ohio, you can see a 10 by 15 foot scale model of what famous presidential home? Centennial, Amy.
Monticello.
Not Monticello. You guys can confirm?
Mount Vernon.
Mount Vernon. Before cars were advertised with the slogan, "It starts from the seat," how were they started? Centennial, Kayla.
By powering up the engine, like from the front,
Be more specific.
lighting the ignition.
No, you guys can confirm?
They're looking for a specific phrase. I don't know. Oh, cranking the flywheel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cranking.
Okay.
What stately figure started the Missionaries of Charity in 1950? Decatur, Lauren.
Mother Teresa.
Mother Teresa is correct. Okay, that's the end of our game. We'll tally up our score and tell you who's joining our finalists, which are so far Prairie Central and Blue Ridge. We'll be back right after this. Okay, pretty good final today. Centennial moves on. They get 360, St. Teresa 240. So we have 3 teams in the finals now, Champaign Centennial, Blue Ridge, and Prairie Central. Join us next time and we'll find out who that 4th team will be. Thanks.